Oh wait, since I have the unlock thing now, can I... Oh, clearance level 4. Oh, is that what this is? Clearance level 1. Not any of those, apparently.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms? The hiss? Sorry. You made it. I'm glad.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
Sounds like a stupid way of
We
doing
already
it.
got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
This looks different. I'm gonna ask you some questions now.
Hi, Jesse.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay. This trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
Yeah, I would imagine. I'm
I think I
not giving
will.
up my gun, yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense.
That's how you say that
Got
word.
it?
Did she memorize this?
I don't think I can say it still.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, I totally understand.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. And each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know. Do
Interesting.
you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
I don't know. Don't know if I trust him. Is there an upgrade window that I hadn't even noticed yet? And I should have noticed? 'Cause I'd feel pretty stupid if there was.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ati here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe
Interesting.
it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ati. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ati guiding me too?
Is Ati the game and I'm the player? And you're the... something? They'll give resources. For each completed countermeasure. Interesting. Apparently nothing I can upgrade yet. Well, that's not good.
The directorial override is right there. How do we get there?
Well, that's gonna be a fun fight. Janitor's office. Oh, shoot. Yoo-hoo! Get him on the pullback. So if I pull something on the other side of a target, I can pull it into them. Ooh, cleanse. There's a lot of room here. It's useful.
What's down that way?
Are you? You're luring me in. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Ugh, this place makes me nauseous. An object of power. How do you think it got down here?
What even is down here?
A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Smile. Control to evade. Ooh. The choo-choo allows you. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Come on. That's pretty cool. Alright, jump then evade. Oh. Don't tell me gold. Use control to avoid. You have been approved.
Let's see the Hess keep up with me now.
I feel like I'm gonna have to change that because pressing shift and then control is really annoying. Yeah, that's probably alright. There we go. That's much easier. So bright. I like to prevent fall damage. That is useful. I can zoom. Threshold remnant. Yeah, I already have 25%, so I don't know about that. What on earth do I do with these? Object is a 1960s era red bakelite telephone. Rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs an amount of weight. The object allows the director to communicate with the board, probably, if anyone used by anyone other than the director. The object will cause lethal something or something. An object spontaneously manifests in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including something and something else, but its origin remains unknown. Object should be kept in a confined space when unbound. Fiberglass horse used as a seat for the merry-go-round. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when something is in its path. The object is currently bound by redacted. It was abandoned, discovered at an abandoned amusement park. Local, probably authorities, reported that the rides would move on their own and that they would be chased out. These rumors reached the Bureau. Agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local were found dead at the scene. The object attacked Agent something. They apparently put it under long enough to obtain it. Cool. Can I just... It's pretty cool. Oh, that door I opened. None of the other ones, though.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Are you like
Funny
the
thing is, I've been a
epitome
janitor.
of like?
I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yaha, you think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not the yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant.
I feel like Artie reads our
Very well.
minds.
I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this.
Yeah, no, you're...
Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
That's about what I got out of it.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ati.
Why are you so like this floor? You can see reflections out of it. You don't need to mop it anymore. All right.
Yep.
Okay, hold
Burn
on.
the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it into a reindeer. Not
Okay. He's a little bit nuts. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who said you were allowed to be here? That's what I thought. So, is the game gonna end with me dying and me not knowing the ending? Because that'd be very spoiler. If you find all the other stuff, you get spoilers for how the game ends. Who knows? Still not sure what's going on in there. Nothing good, though. Oh, stairs. You know what I'm wondering is why the coffee pot is glowing. It's fine. You're kind of creepy. Cooling plant, cooling pumps, energy converters, ventilation, janitor's office. Weapon mod. So I have more accuracy. So there's more guns that I don't have. Alright.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
Director's duty.
Yeah,
The
directors.
lights on.
Keep the lights on. Yeah. It's your job to keep the lights on until you blew your brains out. Oh, we're going down. Why is it getting louder? I don't like the fact that I can hear him occasionally. It's kind of creepy. Escaped oop. An object of power escaped the panopticon a couple weeks ago, and they went everyone to keep an eye out for it. Oh, it's a merry-go-round horse. Nice. Well, I've definitely went and bound it by myself, and now I have it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, no, that'll do it. Ay. Yoo-hoo! Can I really not? Okay.
Hey,
Oh, you guys are real.
Go
Oh, okay.
talk with Chief Arish in the security booth. He's in charge here.
That probably explains why I cannot blow you up.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish!
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
Yeah,
My
I
name
figured
is
that
Jesse
out. I
Fagan.
tried to shoot them.
I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling, he's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is?
I have a feeling I'm going to find
I'm sure
Salvador, and
he will
he's
have one by now.
going to be very
I'll keep an eye out for him.
hissy.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
You look kind of like a chubby.
Blockages in pipe C
I don't
through
know.
F.
Benedict Cumberbatch from the Wrath of Khan movie. Oh, we're getting more powerful. You can do it without touching the ground. Very cool. Abilities. Here we go. Energy 1, melee 1, launch 1. How much? Oh, it tells you. Additional weapon form slot. Nice. Launch grenades and rockets back at the enemy. 50% launch damage. 10% melee energy health. I think energy is probably a good one to invest in. Alright. Very good. Very nice. Astral constructs. What the heck? Shatter. Oh, I can change my revolver into different revolvers. Shatter is a high stopping power that scatter shot and devastates grouped enemies at close range. I can get this one now, so might as well. Mods. Oh, that. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see what this does. Kills enemies with the surface weapon in charge mode. Kill enemies. Okay. I have to do things for that, apparently. Ooh. Nice. That kills him one shot now. Okay, this is a bit weird to use. Any more? Oh, not one of you guys. Ah! That was a bit strange. Alright, let's just keep going. Yeah, I think investing in the throw ability was a very useful idea. My control point. Oh, nope, that hurts. What on earth? What's going on in here? figure that out later, I suppose. Sorry, is there somewhere else we're supposed to go? No, is that just a control point? That still hurts? Yep, that still hurts. Okay, not that way. That's not good. What just happened?
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
I pushed the button, come on. No? Okay. And have to go around the other way. That's new. Listen, you just go away. Oh god, they explode. Why did they explode? You good? Alright. Power plant cooling? Yeah, cooling. We good? Go away. I thought we were stronger. Apparently not. That would have been cool, but... Oh goodness, what on earth? What am I supposed to do in here? Oh. Can you stop exploding?
I don't like that sound.
No, nobody does. That's okay. Oh, come on. Did you just rip half that rock off? That's awesome. Coolant pumps. Coolant.
Bro, go to city. Fix it fast. If the plant goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the coal.
I don't even get what that reference means, but I still get what that reference means. Not a reference, but whatever it was.
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes.
Oh my
You need to
gosh.
deal with that shit. He is very clever. Kind of sneaky. He got him caught with his hand in the
What the
history.
hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Get out of here. That's disgusting. Ah. Y'all's nasty. Ow! Go away. Great, mighty poo looking motherfucker. Now what? Huh. Is that all for in here?
Oh, this place is gonna come down.
Alright. Is there something I missed? I feel like there's something I missed. No? Seriously? The hell do I do now? So I have to do something in here. This looks explosive. Maybe not. Is there a button I gotta push, or? Okay, that's not what I meant to do.
Welcome, some awesome games, good-looking people. I'm Rob. We are playing Control. We're doing territorial override. We're going to read it. It's too small. The text is too small. I got a little screen that I'm watching this on and giving you the this beautiful, fulfilling commentary that you're listening to right now. It's amazing, right? It's very informative. It's incredible. You're learning things you didn't even need to learn. So grab these. Grab these. These are battery things. You use these to power things. Watch this. So you see over here, these big old pump things, bam, power. You get into a little bit of...
Are you kidding me? This probably would have been maybe a little bit easier if it wasn't quite... Oh, sorry, dude. It wasn't quite so stupid. Okay. It's literally you grab this, and you slap it onto there, and it makes bad guys spawn. That was a bit close. I always forget that I can melee. No? Not yet. Oh, did the elevator open? What's the elevator middle? Woo! That's pretty cool. Oh, look at all the things you missed. Nope, it's already up there. Beat you at your own game. Not sure I like the shotgun too much. Yeah. These doors actually open now? Oh. Good.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old figments inside the plant has a shit.
Oh, this place. Ow. Crouch. Get out my point.
To protect them. Forces contain a lockdown. Only be lifted by a directorial override.
This is what we came here to do.
Oh, it's a key. Hmm. Very ominous.
That's it. The other sector should be open now. I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it. You two should get to know each other.
I mean, do I want to get to know the artificial whatever? I mean, you're artificial. I don't understand what's going on. It's all kind of weird, don't you think? I'm gonna go talk to her real quick.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
Yes, of course.
Listen, Emily.
Screw it. Just tell her.
I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through.
That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside.
But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being. What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan.
I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along.
She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you.
Am I a female now?
I call her
That's not gonna work.
Polaris.
I don't want to be
As in
Polaris.
a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan.
I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
You couldn't have given me your key card to begin with? Goodness.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.